like we do. They do it on signing day for their athletes, which we do that as well, a little bit, small celebration, but I think it's a cool deal how we're able to, is there a lot of feedback coming? Okay. I think it's cool how we have this tradition of celebrating all the seniors at one time at the end of the year. So this milestone is a reflection of all your guys' hard work, perseverance, and countless hours you committed to both sport and education. I did this myself back in high school, and I still remember this day when my signing day, and then at the end of the year being celebrated as a college athlete. So I want you to soak it in tonight. This is about you and everything that you've done. You guys put in a lot of work to get here. Is that feedback bad? We're doing all right?
If you turn it down a touch.
So, what we have lined up today is some guest speakers, alumni speakers, current athletic speakers, and someone that's going to leave us this year to go to another athletic department. Brandon's trying to fix that. Did you get it? Thank you. Got it. What am I going to do without you next year? I don't have any idea. So, but before we do that, I just want to talk to you guys just for a minute. I'm a former coach, and so I just want to coach you just for about 2 minutes, if you'll let me. Like I said, I was a college athlete myself, and I remember that experience of being excited and being ready for that next step. But here's going to be something you're going to experience real soon. It's going to be really, really, really hard. All right. The percentage of college athletes making it all the way through 4 or 5 years isn't very high. Okay? So I do want you to celebrate. I want you to be proud of the accomplishments that you've had, not just this last 4 years, but these years overall. But I'm going to give you just a few things that I was given advice for when I had this experience, and that really worked out. Number one, a lot of you are here because you do this already. It's because you're coachable. You're going to have a lot of different types of coaches that are going to come into contact with you. So the thing I'm going to recommend is they're going to be different than the coach that you had, right? And you may chose that school because of the coach that you had, but I really want you to lean into that. Be coachable. And sometimes, especially at the college level, they're going to say some very, very hard truths. And take that, accept that, and try to do the best and learn from them. Next one is lean on your support system. It's so cool. Look at the stands right now. All right. This year, okay, and then going forward, you guys have incredible support systems. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have that support system. So continue to lean on that. And then the next step of that is start to develop that support system that's going to be wherever you're going. Again, it's going to be hard. Teammates on your team from the past, teammates back in the day, find those people that know you, can push you, and give you the truth as well. A great example that I have, my high school head football coach, I still talk to him once a month. He gives me advice, truth, a lot of times. And so find those people in your life to give you that kind of truth and feedback going forward. All right, and here I think is the most important thing. Remember why you got into sport. Like, why did you start the sport that you got into? It's going to be hard, like I talked about. And sometimes you're going to be like, why am I doing this? All these other kids can go out on a Thursday night. I can't do that because I got to be up at 5 a.m. for weights the next morning. All right? You guys are going to have to make a lot of sacrifices to get through and be successful in your college sport, but try to have fun with it. Because sometimes in college sports and in all sports, the adults take the fun away from it a little bit. So do the best you can to remember the why of all that. And again, I'm speaking from a little bit of experience. Courtney, you want to go to the next slide for me? You might know this already, but I had a wandering journey through college. So I went to 3 schools. I played college football for 3 schools. I had 4 head coaches. So I say that because I know it's hard, and I'll admit there was a couple times I didn't necessarily make the right decisions. And I should have listened a little bit more. So I'm speaking from experience a little bit. And it's not embarrassing if you don't find the right place right away. That's not what I'm saying. Because I have actually found the right place, and it helped shape me to the person that I am. And this is what I am in education today. So just remember that your college experience is going to be a little windy, all right? But to stick with it, okay? But tonight is about more that and celebrating. So let's start celebrating a little bit. So we're here to recognize something truly special. We have 32 of you committed to continue your athletic careers at the collegiate level. Let's give a round of applause for that. I'm a pretty competitive person. I would challenge you to go on social media and go around the area to the college commitments at other schools that are like us, and we usually crush them in that, and it's something that I really love, that we have a lot more college athletes than a lot of schools, so great work, 32, that's an incredible accomplishment. And not just as individuals, which we are going to celebrate you individually, but also the team and community aspect. Erie is something special athletically. It just is. It's why I came here. You guys have fed into that and continue that tradition. So thank you for everything that you've done in the last 4 years. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we can give a round of applause for that. Some of the athletic excellence is going to continue. We have track, we have baseball postseason, and this week, tomorrow, weather depending, it's not going to be a monsoon out. Girls soccer is going to Northfield. And I do want to recognize 3 players that might have to leave immediately. Aiden Hill, Cooper Riley, and Caleb McCollum. You guys are going to have to walk out of here sooner rather than later, so I want to wish you guys luck. You might not be able to stay for the whole thing, so thanks for all your efforts, and you guys good luck. All those athletes that are going to still be in the postseason for us. All right, well, let's get into our program tonight. I want to introduce our first guest speaker. This is one that really exemplified what these 32 athletes was about. Carson Hagman, you want to come up here and you're going to stand next to me as I'm going to serenade you with honors because you have a lot of them. So Carson's a 3-sport athlete at Erie High School, competing in football, wrestling, and track. In wrestling, he was a 3rd-place finisher and a state runner-up twice, once in 4A and once in 5A. In football, Carson earned all-state honors and was named Conference Defensive Player of the Year 2023, 2024. He was all-state honors as well. And this last month, he got a huge, prestigious award with football. It's the National Football Foundation Scholar Award. And he also, and this is, I think, what's most important, he was the team captain and then state champion. That's what it's about. So, Carson is accepted to an appointment to the United States Air Force Academy, where he continues his academic and athletic career. If you want a model for what a leader, a captain, and someone you want to lead your team, it's this dude right here. So he's going to be our athletic speaker for the evening. It's all yours, man.
Thank you. First, I just want to say what an incredible opportunity it is to be sitting here with my classmates signing to go play at the next level. I've been to every single one of these signings for the past 7 years. It's been a dream of mine to be sitting here signing, just like probably all of you guys, but just being here for the past 7 years just made it that much better. The opportunity to play at the next level is something that many athletes dream about, and to have that dream come to reality is something I'll never take for granted. My name is Carson Hagman, and I'll be attending the United States Air Force Academy, where I'll be also playing football. Mr. Cooper asked me to start and share a little bit about why I chose the Air Force Academy. Initially, I grew up in Colorado Springs. I attended Air Force football games and saw firsthand how they consistently beat teams that on paper had better athletes. I realized that wasn't a fluke. There was something different about the culture, the mindset, and the way the team cooperated and competed. The Air Force Academy offers great challenges, balancing Division I athletics, rigorous academics, and military training. But beyond the challenge, it also looked like an amazing opportunity for me. Service has always been a part of my family. Both my parents served in the Army, and my sister will be commissioning as an Army officer this week. Growing up around that environment taught me the importance of discipline, commitment, and putting others before myself. I want to serve because I feel like, as an American, it is my responsibility to give back to my country and truly earn my citizenship. I want to also surround myself with high-character people who will push me to grow. I know football won't last forever, but the opportunity to train and serve alongside individuals by purpose will ultimately drew me to the academy. Moving on. Playing at the next level means more than just wearing a new jersey or stepping onto a bigger stage. It represents every early morning, every late night, every practice where we push ourselves past our limits. It is a culmination of years of hard work, sweat, and sacrifice. But more than anything, it's a reflection of the people who stood beside us every step of the way. Don't forget how you got here. All the coaches, teammates, family members, teachers, and administrators. Today we celebrate something truly special, the hard work, dedication, determination of our classmates who are continuing their academic and athletic careers at the next level. These student athletes have poured their hearts into their sport, and now they're being rewarded with the opportunity to compete in college. It is an incredible accomplishment, and we cannot be prouder. Let's start with the baseball boys I grew up with. Caden Birch, Kyler Colbert, Taylor McMaster, Austin Muir. These guys I would play baseball with until the sun went down, right in front of my house at the park, arguing balls and strikes. The crazy amount of time they've put into the sport is the reason why they're going to play at the next level. These guys have been hitting the cages, throwing bullpen, and putting in work every season since I met them in elementary school. And now they're going to take their talents to college across the country. Congrats, guys. In football, I got my closest friends, Cole Powell and Cash Rhodes. Let me tell you what, you won't find better teammates or more loyal friends than these two. Cole and Cash have been by my side all throughout high school, even though Cash never wants to go to the gym with me anymore. I'll miss the stupid jokes and out-of-pocket comments, and even tall kid Cole, he's one of the hardest workers I know. He is a great leader, and without his leadership, we would not be state champs. Thank you guys for all you have done for me, and especially blocking for me and making sure we scored a touchdown whenever I went in at running back. The volleyball standouts, Avery Malik and my homie Janu. These athletes are so much fun to watch, especially in PE class, whether it's spiking the ball on people or just casually showing up the rest of us. Sabina will keep doing what she does best, running nonstop with ease. Her work ethic and determination are unmatched, and she's one of the most driven athletes I've ever met. Because really, who likes running for fun? I'm going to miss seeing her on the track, but I can't wait to see all the amazing things she accomplishes at the next level. My neighbor up the street, Hadley, an individual state champ in golf, is going up to Madison, Wisconsin. For as long as I can remember, she's been riding by my house on her golf cart, going to hit balls at the range. Her grind seriously does not stop. Her hard work has paid off, and I can't wait to see what's in store for her. Caleb McCollum. He's continuing to wrestle despite getting his butt kicked at every practice. I know you're going to do great things, and can't wait to see how you do. For those who don't know cheer very well, let me tell you. My sister is cheering at Clemson, and growing up with her, I've learned that cheer is one of the most time-consuming and challenging sports out there. I don't remember much except the long competitions and all the drama cheer has to offer. But this sport is not just sideline cheers on Friday nights. They do flips and stunts where the timing has to be perfect. I've witnessed and got a refresh of cheer firsthand with my girlfriend Julia, who's cheering at GCU. All the privates, last minute practices, injuries, and yes, all the drama. Her teammate Melanie Bell, I grew up with, hanging out with our sisters at our cheer events. Not only that, but she was my brother's Valentine in kindergarten. But for real, these girls have put in so much work to get to where they are now. I'm proud of you both. Every single one of these athletes have worked hard to earn this moment. And while we celebrate their talents, we also want to recognize people who have helped make this all possible, their families. Especially their parents who drove to practices, supported them through setbacks, and believed in them when the road got tough. Without that unwavering support, none of this would be possible. To our parents, thank you. You are the reason these dreams are even possible. From waking up early to pack our bags and drive us across town, to spending weekends in hotel lobbies and sitting in the stands no matter the weather. You've been there for it all. You've cheered us on after wins and comforted us after losses. You've spent thousands of hours and thousands of dollars to give us every opportunity to succeed. You've sacrificed sleep, vacations, time off work, and more, just so we could chase something we love. You are the ones reminding us to stay humble in victory and resilient in defeat. You show us what commitment means, and through all the bus rides, meal preps, and endless encouragement, you've shaped us into the athletes and people we are today. We may be the ones stepping on the mat, court, or field, but we carry you with us today. Your sacrifice, your support, your love, that's what got us here. This isn't just our victory, it's yours too, and we love you. So thank you for helping us chase this dream. We are ready for what's next, and we know you will be right by our side every step of the way. To the signing class, congratulations. You've made Erie proud, and we can't wait to see what all you accomplish in this next chapter. Beat Army, Sink Navy.
All right. Thanks, Carson. You might win the award for coolest prop on the little lightning bolt. I think that's pretty cool. All right, we're going to move forward to our next guest speaker. This next person has a special place in my heart. She was at Erie right when I started my career. I coached her older brother in football. I know her family really well. I've been to both of her graduations, and even more so, she watched my daughter multiple summers when I was coaching. And she's what I would want my daughter to be, to put it lightly. And so she means a lot to me, and she also is, unfortunately, a teacher at Meade High School right now. But she was an Erie High School grad, played softball, and went down to CSU Pueblo. And I asked Hannah Hackney to come and join us tonight to give some words to that. Ladies and guys, so come on here.
Okay, good evening. If I get too loud, somebody tell me, because I tend to yell, but that's okay. Good evening, my name is Hannah Hackney, and I am a graduate of Erie High School. I graduated in 2018. It's an honor to be back here this evening, congratulating all of you, and seeing all of the places that you guys are going. Especially excited for Otero. That is a school that I went to as well, so I got my associates there. Similar to Chad, I went to 2 different schools. I had 3 different head coaches. So that experience of knowing and respecting your coach, and knowing that things will change, and having that in the back of your mind is important. But I just want to get into a little bit about the community that Erie has and the community that Erie has and some advice that I have for all of you. As many of you know, Erie is a very close, tight-knit community since my family moved to Erie in 2003, before the roads were paved and the stop signs were placed. Erie has been a place to bring your family and to raise a family. After I spent 6 years in Pueblo, I was dying to get back home, and I know my boss is in here somewhere, BY is here, Brian Young. I did apply at Erie multiple times trying to get back to my roots in my home, and I landed at Meade, and I couldn't be happier. It's a great place to be. I had to trade in my orange for a different color, and part of my soul died when I had to do that. But still a Tiger at heart. And in all seriousness, the community that Erie has created is unmatched to any community that I've been a part of. I've seen our town rally behind our athletics for nearly 2 decades. The first football game I went to was in 2003, and I spent the next 10 years coming to games until I was an athlete here in 2014. When I became an athlete, I was searching to find and make my own impact and leave a legacy. Thanks to individuals like Chad Cooper, Justin Carpenter, Caitlin Gunter, Harold Simmons, and many others, I found my home in Erie, Colorado. I had support in every step of my athletic and academic journey. Between the endless emails to college coaches, hours spent at the softball fields, and time in the weight room, I left here feeling prepared and knowing what to expect going into college. If I could go back in time, I truly wouldn't change a thing. Not because everything I did was right, but really because you learn more in the trials and the failures than any success. If I could impart any wisdom on each of you as you eagerly await to move out and settle into your college towns, it would be this. I'm going to use you guys while I say these things. The first is to find your community. Maybe you're lucky and you're going to college with a teammate or a best friend, but many of you are going to a place that you are unfamiliar. You're going alone, and you'll soon realize that you miss this community Erie has been for you, and you'll miss hearing Brandon Bird yell your name through ETN. So, make friends with your peers, in your classes, lean on your teammates, join a fellowship of Christian athletes or crew, but find your community. Be the teammate. Now I know over the years we played our sports, you probably heard somebody say, be a good teammate, but I mean be the teammate. The first one to get to class, the first one to be to practice, the last one to leave, the one who makes the 3-day practices fun and enjoyable. Be the positive energy that your team needs on the long days. The third thing is to respect the game. If there's one thing I learned from 4 years in college softball, it's that there will be days when the game does you dirty. There will be days you can't hit, catch a ball, run fast, jump high, throw hard, cheer loud, but you still have to respect the game. There will be days you want to quit and walk away, but you still have to respect the game. The last piece would be embrace the moment. You will not get this time back. You will only be a collegiate athlete one time. Do not waste it. Embrace the long days when coach seems to be mad at only you. Embrace the struggle in learning to fight for your position. Embrace the joy of the heartache when teammates transfer or graduate, but embrace the moment. So, as you venture into your future, remember that you only get to do this one time. Leave it all out on the field, the court, the mat, the track, in the pool, or on the course, because you've earned it. Congratulations, class of 2025. Continue to make Erie proud.
A quick story about Hannah and her brother. Her brother was a great football player for us. He played defensive line, offensive line, all state, and all that. Nate thought he was a lot better athletically in other endeavors than he was, so we walked Nate and the whole football team down to the softball diamond one time. Hannah was an incredible pitcher, and Nate bet that he could get a hit off his sister. And he took 3 swings and struck out immediately. So that's one story that I will always remember about them too. So, all right. Well, the next portion of our night is we want to recognize each individual athlete. And so we asked our coaches and other individuals to do a quick kind of speech for each of our athletes, and we composed it all together. Quick little history about this is back in the day we used to have 2 live speakers for each athlete, so you can imagine how long that would take. It kind of shows the growth athletically and as a community we had. But when I first started here, it was 2 people for each athlete. So we don't do that anymore. We do quick clips, but all the same, I think it honors each of our athletes in a great way. So here's our video, and we will share this out. This is also student-made production, which I think is super cool. One of our students in ETN made this for us. So, all right.
Hadley, I want to wish you congratulations on signing with the University of Wisconsin. I remember when you were in probably 6th or 7th grade, and I saw you call on national chipping on the green, and one of my current players was like, that's Hadley Ashton, she's probably going to Holy Family. So first of all, thank you for not going to Holy Family. Second of all, what an honor and privilege it has been to coach you and see you grow. You have been a tremendous influence on my life, from getting to caddy and getting to watch you prepare. I was just asked this last weekend about coaching the girls golf team, and I said, I am so lucky because I got to see firsthand how these top-notch athletes prepare to be better, and you have put yourself in a position to be excellent, and that has been a joy to watch. So thank you for your hard work. Thank you for being great with my kids and being a great role model for them. And thank you for letting me caddy you, and I'll do that anytime. So I wish you the best, and go Badgers.
Melanie, I know you've heard this a couple times now, but I'm just so proud of you for never giving up and for always working through the hard times, knowing that nothing is handed to you. I think it's really set you up for success as you've tried out for college cheer and are going on to CU. I think you're going to be such an instrumental piece of that program, just with your ability to continue to work hard and continue to strive for better for yourself. It's such a positive influence for those around you, and so I'm excited to see what you do at CU.
KB, my man, it's hard to believe that we've been doing this for 10 years now, ever since you were 10 years old. I've had the opportunity to coach you not only in baseball, but basketball and football every day really for the past 10 years. You've always been one of those kids that I can count on as a player, as a leader, and I've had a front row seat to watch you grow into the player you are today on the field, but more importantly, the kind of man, son, friend, brother you are today off the field. And that's what makes me most proud. And now I get the opportunity to be able to watch you take your dreams to the next level and continue your athletics and play next year at Southeast Junior College and playing baseball. You put in all the reps, you stayed humble, you've led by example, and you've done everything the right way. I couldn't be more proud of you, man. But just know the next chapter is just the beginning. Keep showing up, keep doing the things, the hard things, when no one's watching. Keep being the guy who lifts others up, because some of those same traits that got you here, those will take you wherever you want to go in life. I'm proud of you, man. I believe in you, and I'll be rooting every step of the way. I love you, dude.
Just wanted to take a minute and brag on Jesse Kaufman for a little bit. And Jesse, I want to tell you how proud I am of you and all the things you've done this year. As a football coach, you've been one of those kids that I've identified as an athlete, but also someone that went back down to a challenge. Jesse started off, he got pulled away from me on the defensive line to be able to work on offense to help the team the best he could. And towards the playoffs, I told the coach I needed Jesse Kaufman back. And he did not disappoint. He was able to fill in and make plays, but more importantly that, he was extremely coachable and fearless. Part of the task was, to have Jesse go up against, 300-pound linemen, from the top programs in all of the state. And Jesse did not back down, and he did not hesitate 1 minute. And he went out of there, he made plays, and he competed the best he could. I'm so proud of you, and I'm looking forward to all that you accomplish in the future playing baseball, and grateful that you give me the opportunity to speak on your behalf. I know you're going to do great things. We love you, Jesse. Keep doing great work.
Hey Bert, Coach Fritz. Just want to say congrats on your commitment to play this game at the next level. Any chance, regardless of sport, any chance you have to prolong your career or add years to your career, it's a heck of an accomplishment. And you join a small percentage of student athletes who are lucky enough to do that. So just want to say congrats, keep working hard, keep your head down, stay humble, and I'm excited to follow you next year. All right, kid.
Hi, Avery, Sutton, Gloria, and Kennedy. From one former athlete to another, cherish these next 4 years. Soak up every practice, every match, every trip, and even through the tough moments, soak it up. Because this will all go faster than you think. Take advantage also of all the opportunities that are given to you. Be grateful to play at the next level. Work hard, and remember all these memories are the best that you're gonna have these next 4 years. No matter where volleyball takes you, the lessons, your family, and the pride of where you came from will always stay with you. We are so proud of you here in Erie, and we will always be here, and we will always be your biggest cheerleaders and supporters. Good luck, you guys. Thank you for giving me a fun 4 years with you girls, and I cannot wait to see what you do at the next level.
Jeremiah, my man, thanks for letting me do this. It's an honor. I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you. Not surprised. Always been dedicated. You've always worked hard. Never been scared of a challenge. Came a long ways since the shy little boy that was broken when he first came to me, ready to hang up his cleats. So happy that you stuck with it, happy that you chose us, happy that you got to be part of something special, continues to be something special. I'm excited to see where all this takes you. I'm excited to continue to be a part of it. I can only imagine with your focus and dedication, hard work, everything that's going to bring you. So keep it up, keep making us all proud. Like I said, I'm excited about the next step. I'm excited that I got to be a part of the first step. Keep doing it. See where it ends up. Later.
Cal, it's an honor to say a few words on your behalf tonight as I join your friends and family and coaches in recognizing your accomplishments as a basketball player and celebrating the next step in your journey. You've been, without question, the cornerstone of our basketball program the last 2 years. You've been a coach on the floor. You've been a competitor at the highest level. You've taken big shots in big games. You've never backed away from the moment. You've never been afraid to say what needed to be said in the locker room. You've been such a tremendous leader for our program. It's been such a great joy to watch what you have done and accomplished. And I just wish you the best of luck at William Penn. They're getting a great player and an even better person. So good luck and congratulations.
Amy Griffin, I just want to congratulate you on your signing day. I feel fortunate that I've either got to witness or be a part of your softball journey since the beginning. You and I initially started out as foes. My daughter's team playing against your dad's team with those hot pink and green squishy softballs, playing coach pitch. We soon joined forces though, and we both got to start our journey together into the competitive softball world. I got to see you bend down runners at second and hit your very first home run of many. I then got to see you have a very successful high school career. And even just yesterday, I watched you step up to the plate with so much confidence. You just knew you were going to get a hit, and you did. My wish for you is that you take that confidence always, and you know that you're a really great softball player. And now, I get to congratulate you on playing softball at the next level. You're going to do great things at Northeastern Junior College next year. And I'll be right there cheering you along. So, go get 'em, kid.
In the 10 years that I've been fortunate enough to be a football coach, I've never had an athlete who has achieved more with their ability than Carson Hagman. Carson Hagman is a great football player, he's a great athlete, but he, through sheer force of will and work ethic, made himself an all-state player and a Division I football player. He is everything we would want as a coach. He's fearless, he is unrelenting in his work and his drive. He really just did all of this through sheer force of will. And coaching was a dream. You asked him to do something once, and he was going to do it as hard as he possibly could, every single rep. He was one of the best leaders we've ever had, or that I've ever had the privilege of coaching. And he did that without talking a whole lot. He wasn't a guy who was going to verbalize a bunch of things to people. He just did everything the right way. It was impossible, I think, for other kids around Carson to not give their full effort, because he was one of those kids who made working hard and having high standards the thing that you wanted to do. What an honor and a privilege it was to coach him. I can't wait to see what he does at the Air Force Academy. Whatever he does, he will achieve at an incredibly high level, because that's the sort of person that he is. He's just a high-achieving, hard-working person, and that should never be taken for granted. That's extraordinarily rare. It is not the case that most people, myself included, know how to work like he does. So congratulations, Carson. Can't wait to watch you in the next few years. Go Falcons.
Hey, I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of you for a number of reasons. One, obviously for committing to continue your lacrosse career and your collegiate studies at Eastern University, which is my alma mater. So, I'm happy to be sending you out to Philadelphia. I know that you're going to be taken care of. I know that that experience is going to be one that is fulfilling and only bolsters you and your skill set and your experiences as you are able to move forward in life. But I'm also proud of you because I've watched you grow up over the past 4 years. I've watched you become a more mature version of yourself. I've seen you do really, really hard things and do them well. And I've also watched you realize your dreams and your potential. Your work ethic on and off of the field is very apparent as you're able to take care of your roles and responsibilities in life, but also on the field. From a lot of your career, we've tasked you with covering some of the best offensive threats on the opposing team, and you've done that really well, quietly, calmly, and without needing or wanting any attention. You've been a fantastic teammate. I know that you're a great son and brother, and I'm going to miss you, and I wish the best for you. And I'm going to be watching as you move forward to Eastern. Good luck.
Hey Josiah, it's Coach Huzzy, your Little League coach. Probably your all-time favorite coach, if I had to guess. No, actually, in the past few years, I might have dropped down a few notches. You had some pretty good coaches. Anyway, just wanted to send a little message about how proud I am of you going on to the next level to play baseball at William Jewell College. It's been a fantastic journey watching you grow over the years, from your Little League days back in Maine to all over the country at different college campuses and all these travel ball tournaments. It's been wonderful. Some of those highlights would be the unassisted triple play you had in Little League last fall when you had 2 home runs. The first inning, you led off the game with a home run. And the bottom of that inning, you had a grand slam. It's just been wonderful to see you grow over the years. So proud of you. William Jewell is very lucky to have you go into their program. And only 12% of high school baseball players make it to the next level. And only 3% make it to Division II. So you put in the work, you earned it. So proud of you. Love you, champ. Go Cardinals.
Hey Ben, just wanted to send you a quick video to say congratulations. You know, the opportunity to play soccer in college is something that not a lot of people get, and you couldn't be any more deserving of that opportunity. You are an absolutely amazing player, you're a wonderful teammate, and an even better person. And so I just couldn't be happier for you. I wish you nothing but the absolute best. So take care, good luck, and again, congratulations, my man.
Hey Caleb, Coach Joe here. Just wanted to take a moment to say congrats as you get ready to sign your letter of intent to compete at the next level. Penn State Baron Wrestling is getting a good one, man. It's been a pleasure to coach you for the last 4 years. You're a great kid that comes from a great family. I wish you the best in the future and I look forward to watching you compete on the mat next season.
Taylor, Timmy, and every nickname you've gotten in between, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do this, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this journey with you. One of the coolest parts of this job is getting to watch a young freshman come in and mature over a 4-year period of time, and I've been blessed to be able to do that with you. We've made a lot of memories, had a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but I really want to share quickly one of my favorite memories of you in particular. Probably don't remember it, it was your sophomore year. It was after a 5:30 a.m. practice, 7 o'clock in the morning, everybody else is packing up and getting ready to go. And you, not being happy with the practice, took your glove and a tennis ball and used the wall in the back corner to go do drill work for who knows how long. I had to leave before you were done. But that shows who you are. It's a testament to who you are, Taylor. And we need you to keep being that person. This chapter's ending, but it's prepared you for the next chapter. And I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to be a part of it. So thank you for allowing that. But we're not done yet. Tomorrow's your senior day. We get to honor you guys on the field and celebrate you guys and everything you've accomplished and everything you've done. But we're not done. And I can't wait to go into the playoffs with you, to see what this team can do, to see how you can help lead this team. That's who you've been for 4 years. So thank you again. I can't put into words, honestly, how much it's meant to me to be a part of this with you. Thank you, buddy. I love you.
Good evening. I'm Coach Losky with Slammers Baseball. I am honored to have been asked to say a few words on behalf of Austin Mirror. Where to begin? I have had the pleasure and privilege of coaching him over the last 3.5 years during the summer and fall. I could go on and on with stories, traveling the country, that would set some of you deep back in your seats. I will leave those for another time and place. And if you know him the way I do, you'll get exactly what I'm saying. Austin is one of, if not the most competitive players I've ever been around. There has never been a moment too big. He may not always have success in that moment, but he will never back down from a challenge. Austin is a great baseball player, the perfect teammate, and most importantly, an outstanding young man. A true leader both on and off the field, and knows exactly how to get the best of his teammates in any situation. I would also really like to thank both Amber and Adam for all their love and support for Austin and myself over the years. We couldn't have done it without him. Austin wasn't sure he wanted to extend his baseball career after high school, but with many, many heart-to-heart conversations, I can truly say he has made the right decision. I am so excited and proud of the young man he's become, with a very bright future, and I cannot wait to see how far he will go, not only in baseball, but in life. I truly love this young man, and I'm here to support him in any way I can.
My name is Devin. I got to coach Jinu this year at Elevation Volleyball Club. Jinu is just an incredible player to have on the team. He will be the first to step up and pick up a teammate when they've made a mistake. He's the first to own it himself when he's made a mistake and then push himself to be better on the next play right away. He'll also step up in timeouts. There have been times I've called a timeout and I look at Jinu and I go, hey man, you clearly have something to say. And he'll jump in and the boys listen. They know that he's a leader. They know that he's the guy worth listening to. one of the really cool comments that he got consistently throughout the season are ones that truly he didn't even hear. It's the comments from opposing coaches after we've had a match against them. They come to me and they go, and number 16, number on your side, was super annoying to play against. He was hitting around the block, he was picking up tips, he was just overall menaced us and made the game really difficult on us. So something I got to hear about him consistently, which is always incredible to hear as a coach. St. Mary Louis College is getting a hell of a player, and really just an incredible young man. So Janu, I'm super proud of you and can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
Coach Sikic, Oko Baseball. It's a real honor to talk about a great player and a wonderful human. Signing with Minnesota Northern and moving on to college baseball, Riley Nunn, number 8, played for me on a 7-year-old rec coach pitch team and continued to play for me for 7 years. Riley loves baseball. Those first couple of seasons, Riley did bicycle cross, and I was told he was a top rider. Eventually, he realized baseball was his sport. Not gonna lie, I was happy with his choice. He fell in love with baseball. Once we switched to travel ball, baseball became a little more serious. Riley began scouting our opposing teams each week. He was always sure to give us a full report. Did I say Riley loves baseball? Riley quickly secured the starting spot as our catcher. He could have started anywhere. That kid loved to throw out any base runner attempting to steal. If he was not behind the dish, he was usually at third, but could play anywhere. True definition of utility. Riley loved baseball. Riley played every play with emotion, never giving up. Definitely our blood, sweat, and tears kid. Riley's family was a big part of his success. Angie and Matt were definitely the anchor and sail to his success. The parents every coach appreciates. I was always thankful they trusted me. And as Riley could have played on any team he tried out for, to stick with me for 7 years meant a lot to me and their commitment. Riley's family loved baseball. Riley, I just wanted to say, I may not be your coach anymore, but we will always be friends. I will continue to follow you as you play baseball and become an adult. Congratulations, never change, continue to love baseball.
Hey everyone, I'm Coach Dillum, and while I've had the privilege of coaching Lizzie on the tennis court, today I'm here to celebrate her incredible accomplishments, specifically her continuing her career playing softball at Florida National University. Lizzie was named all-conference first team this softball year and is one of the most competitive and driven athletes on the team. Whether she's battling on the baseline or making big plays on the diamond, she'll bring intensity and focus, and she'll step up when things get hard. FNU is getting a tough, talented athlete who knows how to compete, and she's not just a talented player, but she's a standout person. So congratulations, Lizzie. We're proud of you, and we really can't wait to see what you do at the next level. So go crush it at FNU, and always go Tigers.
Hey Cole, congratulations on your scholarship to Eastern Michigan. Super proud of you and all the hard work you did. You know, a lot of people are going to look at you and see a 6'6", 270-pound kid and be like, well, of course he's going to go play D1 football. He's huge. But what they don't realize was the 6'2", 200-pound kid that came into Erie football. Looking like a baby giraffe out there trying to play tackle for us. All the hard work and dedication that you put into the program, to yourself, that's the real reason that you're going on to bigger and better things. And you set such a high standard at Erie, and couldn't be more proud of you.
Lucy, I am so excited to watch you cheer at the next level at CSU. I am so proud of you for your determination and never giving up, and for being such an awesome leader for our team and our program over the last couple of years. I just know that you're going to do amazing things, and you're going to be such an important piece of the puzzle over at CSU, just with your positivity and your fun time, nature, while also working really hard to reach those goals. So I'm super excited for you, and I can't wait to cheer you on as a Ram.
Hey Cash, Coach Connie here. Congratulations on getting your scholarship out there to Shad Rock. I firmly believe that every quality program needs a Cat Rhodes. A guy that just comes in, does all his work, but is also a great gel guy. I'll never forget all the questions that Cash would ask me during stretch lines every day. He'd always come up to me and be like, Coach Connie, what do you prefer, apple juice or orange juice? And then he'd have some outlandish reason as why he would like orange juice better. Every single day, you would look forward to seeing what Cash is going to come forward with that day. Not only is he a great football player, but he's a great human.
Cooper, congratulations on your commitment to Westminster University. I've been able to watch over the past few years as you have dove into this pursuit of your goal and dream. And I think that Westminster is going to be a great fit for you and a realization of that dream. The amount of growth that I've watched in you as a lacrosse player, but also as a person, has been quite remarkable over the past few years. You've done a lot for this lacrosse program, and we've created a lot of memories together. And I'm excited to see what kind of memories you're able to create as you step out of Erie and move on to a different platform. Remember to keep working hard. Remember to keep believing in yourself, and know that you are absolutely capable of doing what you want to do. Keep working hard. Love you.
Congrats, Maddie Rollins. I am so excited that you're continuing to play in college. I know you're going to have a great career. I hope you continue to learn. I hope you continue to grow. I hope you continue to bring that passion and love of the game with you everywhere you go. They're getting a great one. Soak up every single moment and enjoy the process. And I am so excited to continue to watch what you do on the field. Good luck, and I wish you the best.
Sabina, I just want to start by saying what a privilege it has been to have gotten to know you over these last few years and to work with you and be your coach. You've been such an instrumental figure on our team, and we are going to really, really miss all that you've brought to this program. As a coach coming in a couple years ago, it was such a breath of fresh air to have an athlete like yourself welcome me, but also be really open to learning and growing, and also just the tone that you set in terms of your work ethic and your perseverance and your character. So it goes beyond just your talent in running. This goes into all of the character traits that make up successful athletes, and you are just the epitomize all of those things. Those things are going to serve you really well in this next phase in your journey and beyond in life. And so I'm really excited for you. I can't be more thankful for all that you've done for our team and all that you've done to support our efforts. And I mean, for me, the thing that really jumps out is, I think we've talked about it a little bit, but for me, the thing that, the characteristic for you that I really cling on to is your toughness. You're just really, really tough, and I hope you know that. And you've endured a lot, and you've been able to like bounce back from disappointment to really just showcase how mentally tough you are and how physically resilient you are. And you've just showcased what this sport is all about, which is sacrifice and dedication. And so all of the things in your life, with your studies, with all that you've done around school here to support Erie High School, and all on the athletic side, you're just so well rounded. And so I'm so fortunate and thankful for being a part of that with you, just a little part, but I'm very fortunate and thankful for that. And wish you all the best in this next phase at UNC.
Julia, or lovingly known as George, to our program. I'm just so proud of you for your constant perseverance and great attitude and just ability to keep working hard no matter what's going on in life or around you. I think you're going to be such an amazing asset to GCU and their program, and you just bring so much positivity and light to every program that you're in. So I'm so excited for you and can't wait to cheer you on.
Congrats, Erin Young. Really excited that you are going to continue your career at Aurora. They're getting a great athlete and an even better person. I am so excited to watch you for the next 4 years. I hope you continue to be the player that I've always known you to be. Passionate, hardworking, great teammate, just enjoyable to coach. I wish you nothing but the best, and I can't wait to watch all the wonderful things you do there.
All right. I want to recognize Nolan. You're here somewhere? Nolan? No, I want you to stand up because Nolan made that video by himself. So Nolan, stand up and give that guy a round of applause. One more thank you I do want to give with this process. This is a pretty big endeavor, with organizing and running a sports department. Courtney Sinessa, everything that you do, I want us to feel like we do as well. And then all the humans that recorded those videos and our coaches, we have a lot of good people that work with our kids. And I'm not lost on that. You can believe we have almost 100 assistant coaches and head coaches combined together in our athletics department. We have a lot of good people that work with kids. And a lot of those work doing those messages. So thank you to them too. So, we're going to learn with also. This next one is one of my favorites. This guy's graduating from Erie High School too. Brandon Berg has been our girls and boys golf coach. He's been the creator of ETN, which when I came to Erie 10 years ago, it blew my mind that we had a live sports broadcasting network. And that's because of Brandon Bird and the work that he did. He's going to be almost impossible to replace. And not just for what he's done in golf and ETN, but just the person that he is. He's probably going to talk about this, but he is going to be the athletic director at Brookwood High School. That sucks for us a lot. But we're happy for him to take on that next endeavor in his life. So I asked Brandon to have our closing speech next, so I'm going to have Brandon come up. Brandon?
Man, let's go!
Thank you for the kind words, Chad. Don't want to get too emotional yet. We still have a couple more weeks of school. But I do want to say, you made a mistake asking me to speak, because I usually don't get to give my opinion in the microphone, unless it's criticizing Coach Geiger for his use of timeouts. So tonight that changes. No, but it's been an honor to be a part of this athletic department for the last 10 years. So many special memories. I do want to thank Chad for asking me to speak this evening. Sorry, a little bit of feedback here. I should have fixed that. To Justin Carpenter for giving me an opportunity to coach, for Josh and Matt for being supportive principals for me. And then I wrote this down. I know Chad already mentioned this. Maybe turn down the volume a little. I'll stop speaking so loud. How about that? I wrote down before Chad mentioned this and I think she deserves another round of applause, and that's Courtney Stanessa. She does so much for athletes in this sport. For those of you who don't know, 10 years ago, we started the Erie Tiger Network in 2015. That's when all of you athletes were in the 3rd grade. And it has brought me some of the best memories of my entire life, from calling that first softball state championship game, to the football memories and the voice cracks, to seeing cheer become a dynasty, to maybe my favorite memory, which was last year we were going for our third straight state championship in golf. Day one happens, we go up, we see lacrosse win the state championship, we drive back to Colorado Springs, and we won our third straight state championship. So what a remarkable run it's been here at Erie, and will continue to be. I am speaking at Night of Reflection, so I'll try and go a little bit different gear here tonight. I want to make you a part of my golf team tonight. And so one of the things we do, and try not to roll your eyes, Hadley, is we have the 7 points of Tiger Golf. And I think they're not just applicable to golf, but they're applicable to how you live your lives, becoming an adult or being an adult, and how you will move into college athletics and things that you will do to prepare yourself to be a top-notch athlete. So the first thing is, the first point of Tiger Golf is have an attitude that is confident and relaxed no matter the situation. If you've listened to ET, and you've heard me say this way too many times, that one of the most potent things that teenagers have is confidence. You can see it in a game when a team goes on a run and all of a sudden that flip or that switch flips and incredible comebacks happen. And I've said that a lot of times, but man, that power of self-belief, especially when you are a 16, 17-year-old, or as you athletes go into college, that is a powerful and potent thing. But relaxed confidence is what lets a freshman walk into the weight room or locker room and say, let's go to work, not, I hope I belong. It's, I'm good, I know who I am, let's go. So a relaxed muscle is faster than a tense one, right? So that's why it's important to be relaxed, because that comes from the confidence of knowing who you are and the work that you have put in. So as you head to college, you'll face things that test you mentally, emotionally, physically. But if you bring the calm, confident posture to those spaces, people will notice. You'll be the teammate that others lead on, and the athlete that coaches can trust, and an adult who doesn't get rattled by life's curveballs. The second point in Tiger Golf is I play without my ego and react impartially to the result of each shot. I want to live my life without ego and react impartially to when life gets challenging. In high school sports, it's easy to let your ego run wild. When you make a great play, you want to do a chest bump, you look at the crowd, you refresh your highlights over and over again on Huddle. When you make a bad play, I've seen you slam your club. Not you, Hadley, right? I've seen some of you come off and slam your helmets on the ground. Learn to ride out those peaks and valleys, because ego's a trap. It makes you think you're better than you are or worse than you are. And in college, where the competition and the spotlight tightens a little, the trap gets exposed quickly. Learning to play without your ego means you stop riding the emotional roller coaster of success and failure. You stop over-celebrating the good and stop spiraling after the bad. When one of my golfers hits a shot, I don't care about the result of the shot. I watch how they react. Do they slam the club? Do they roll their eyes? Or do they grab the next club, walk with purpose, and make the next shot that's meant to be made? Because here's the truth. Ego reacts, but excellence responds. So if you can let go of needing every moment to affirm your identity, which we'll talk about here in a second, you'll find something even better, and that's freedom to grow. This reminds me of one of my ancient Chinese proverb, and I'll try and go through this quickly. A farmer's horse runs away, and the villagers say, "That's terrible news." He calmly replies, "Maybe." A few days later, the horse returns bringing 2 wild horses. The villagers say, "Wow, what great luck." He says again, "Maybe." Later, his son tries to ride one of the wild horses and gets thrown and breaks his leg. The villagers cry, "That's awful." The farmer says, "Maybe." Soon after, the army comes to the village to draft young men for war, but his son is left behind because of the injury. The villagers say, "Incredible, you're so fortunate." He shrugs, "Maybe." The point is, don't overreact to today's outcome. It might not be what it seems. Ego reacts, but if you can stay in it, you'll outlast a lot of people. The third point of Tiger Golf is, I conquer the fear of failure because I've already accepted all outcomes for every result. If point 2 was about letting go of ego, then this one is about letting go of fear. How would you live your life if you knew you couldn't fail? When you accept that life is working for you, it removes your fear. The fear of failure is what makes you tighten up at the free throw line. It's what makes you overthink a putt or a pitch or a play call. It's what turns opportunity into anxiety. But when you already accept all possible outcomes, the good, the bad, the ugly, you take away fear's power. It's not apathy, it's ownership. Think of it like this. Great athletes don't perform well because they'll know they'll succeed. They perform well because they've made peace with the fact that they might fail and they're still willing to go for it anyways. When I played high school golf, this affected me greatly. I struggled so much in high school with my short putting, and it wasn't until later in life that I figured out, man, I'm so bad at these 3-foot putts because all I think about is don't miss instead of hit my spot. So let go of the negative outcomes and focus on what's in front of you, because in college and in life, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna miss shots. You'll bomb exams, you'll have awkward conversations, and that's not failure, that's fuel. The most dangerous player on the court isn't the biggest or the fastest, it's with nothing to lose. So, don't go to college trying not to fail, go trying to grow. The fourth point of Tiger Golf is I commit to each shot and then I stick my finish to my small aim point. A dangerous swing is one that is hesitant. Those of you that have ever played golf, you know when you're not really committed and you don't finish your swing and bad things tend to happen. The same thing happens in life. When you go into something without that commitment, that's how you get burnout, that's how you get to be looking over your shoulder, whether it's in a relationship or a job or a major challenge. The great ones commit. They choose their shot, they trust their prep, and they finish strong, even if it doesn't go perfectly. And in my program, we talk about small aim points. On a tee shot, it might be the smallest blade of grass in the distance. That's all you need to focus on. I always say if your target is the fairway, you might miss by the distance of a fairway. But if it's really small, and if you've ever hunted, I haven't, but I hear if you aim small, you'll miss small. So be sure to set your gaze on those things that are very fine and you are pointed right at the direction, and then swing with everything you've got. The fifth point of Tiger Golf is I'm firmly fixated on the present and not worried about how each shot affects my final score. This is an important one because pressure lives in the future. You feel pressure when you start thinking about what might happen. If I miss this shot, if I miss this kick, we lose. If I blow this audition, I won't get the role or the job. If I fail this exam, there goes my scholarship. I know for some of you that I've taught, I'm sure that sounds familiar. But here's the thing, you can't play the whole game at once. You can only play one possession or one shot at a time. I've seen athletes melt down because they've thought too far ahead. I know when I was trying to break 80 for the first time in golf as a high schooler, man, I would have a meltdown on that 18th hole because I cared more about the result than I did about the next shot, the process. So the best athletes, the best adults don't live in hypotheticals. They live in this moment. And in college, it moves real fast. You'll wake up one day and it will be your last home game. You might start on the ATN and in 10 years, suddenly it's one of the last times on the mic. It moves real fast. So don't get caught up on the final score. Be fully present, whether it's in the workout, in the class, in the conversation, because presence leads to progress, and progress leads to success. The 6th point of Tiger Golf is I focus solely on my game, my ball, and am unconcerned with the leaderboard or play of others. One of the hardest things in life is staying in your lane when everyone else seems like they're speeding ahead. You'll be surrounded by athletes with better stats, bigger NIL deals, more social media followers, and louder hype. You'll see teammates getting more reps, roommates getting more recognition, and if you're not careful, you'll start measuring your worth by their progress. Because comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, it steals your focus, and worst of all, it distracts you from what actually helps you grow, which is your work. And ironically, when you stop checking the leaderboard on the course, or how about this, when you stop getting sucked into how everyone else's lives are so great in social media, you can start dialing into what helps you achieve. So here's the challenge. Keep your eyes on the game. And I have a quick little story about this because I think this was the biggest moment of growth in my coaching career. Our boys, we had never sent a boys team to state. We were at regionals one year. I was refreshing the leaderboard like crazy, and there were about 2-3 holes left, and 3 of my 4 boys were right on the cut line. And I thought, okay, like, they got to make a birdie coming in. And I went and I told each one of them, hey, this hole, we got to be extra aggressive. We've got to make birdie. One after one, I was like the Grim Reaper. And that added pressure caused each one of them to go bogey, double bogey, or something like that coming in. And each one of those 3 missed the cut by 1 stroke. That was devastating to me because I went against my own code, which is be present. Don't look at the leaderboard. Don't worry about how the final score affects the outcome. And I thought, okay, that will never happen again. And so even through that, you learn a lot, but that's why you don't concern yourself with what the circumstance might look like. Just make the next best shot. Finally, integrity defines who I am, not my scores. To me, this is so important because this is far more than being an athlete. It's your identity. You see all the time unhappy actors, musicians, athletes, CEOs, billionaires, teachers, it doesn't matter. And I believe it's because they find their identity in the things that they have done or the external circumstances of their life. As a kid, you know that integrity being the definition by which you should be measured by because you don't give a crap how much money your parents make or what toys you have until you're a certain age, and you just want to be loved. You just want your parents to bring that integrity into the household each and every day and love you the best they can. That's because what they do or what they make doesn't define them. What defines them is the integrity they live their lives with, the way they treat people and how they live their life. At some point, the games will end. Your stat lines will fade, your gear will get packed away, and the people will stop asking how many points you've scored or what your average was. But what won't fade is how you treat people. the way you carry yourself, whether you showed up on time, whether you owned your own mistakes, whether you told the truth when it was hard. If you build your life around a foundation of integrity, then that's the foundation that will bring you to success. I've seen firsthand what happens when you don't build your life on that foundation. My father built up a hedge fund empire, and he did not do it with a foundation of integrity. And because of that, my family lost everything. And so I know firsthand when you build something and you don't have that foundation, it all goes away. Scores matter, winning matters, but integrity is what endures. Because in the end, your character is your career. And nothing, not wins, not fame, not success, can replace a good name. So remember that. Integrity defines who you are. If you get one thing out of that, I hope you get that today. Thank you so much for letting me speak today. I really appreciate it. If you're so inclined and you have really good younger siblings, feel free to transfer to Berthoud. That would be great. But no, in all honesty, thank you for this opportunity. And I'll only say this a couple more times. Until next time, I'll chirp at you later.
Strike that last part on the record that's what happened. So, all right, we're gonna close things up, but a couple things for you guys back here. I want you to thank the people that showed up for you, not just tonight, but over the last 4 years, X number of years in your life in athletics. It means a lot to have your kids say thank you. Because again, you're not here without this support. All right, and that means a lot to your parents, to whoever, sister, brother, whoever that is. Do that. Also enjoy these next 2 weeks, guys. Enjoy them. Be so smart. You guys be smart for me, all right? But just enjoy these last 2 weeks, okay? Enjoy the friendships, the time that you have, all of that. And thank you for everything you've done for us. We appreciate you. We're going to miss you, okay? See ya. Have a good night.